Hello, hello. Hi, sweet loves. This is psychic medium Samantha Faye. It's been a while since I have been live on this page. Just starting to test out and try something new. So as we give a few moments for everyone to jump on here live, I'm going to go ahead and set the container. And allow for that new energy to flow in, allowing for those old paradigms to start breaking down. As we call in divine truth and love into the sacred space, we invoke the highest possible healing for each and every viewer, replayer, and myself. We ask for the courage and compassion to speak and to hear from the purest form of self-love and forgiveness to all involved. Beautiful. So continuing to activate this business page, continuing to bring in new energy. I love closing my eyes and opening them and seeing a bunch of familiar names here, familiar names and faces. Hello, my sweet loves. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, Morgan, Karen, Jennifer. Please do feel free to say hello in the chat so that I know that you are here. All right, so this is actually the first one. This is the first test. As you may have seen in the group Happy Empowered Empaths, I have been starting to do something new. Spirit has guided me to open up my classes, to open up my recordings, the things that I have had in the past recorded in my library, and open everything up to be by donation, 100% by donation. And so I personally have been growing into the woman that I need to be, healing into that, detoxing from the digital marketing that I had been trained, the business coaching that I have paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for in the last couple of years. It's been an extraordinary journey to open myself, my offerings in this way. For me, it feels like a complete step into the surrendering of being in service to each and every one of you, the light that is in your heart, and radiating in that way. So this one right here, it's been unannounced. I have not told anybody. You are here, I believe, by divine purpose and design. I had some funny flubs trying to get in, quite a few things popped me in right at this exact moment, at this exact time. So if you are here listening to this, whether you are watching here live, yes, hello, hello, or tuning into the replay, please take a look in the description. There's a donate link there. This is how I'm going to test where and how to start offering the donations, how I'm going to be offering the classes, how I'm going to be opening my entire library, the archive of classes that I have, 4 years of recorded classes that I'm going to open up. And so I'm starting to just do some gentle testing and figure out what is the best way. So each and every one, I'm also, and I'd love to hear some feedback on this. This is a co-creation. What have you seen, if at all, in the past from other people that have done this? If you want to send me a more private message, you're absolutely welcome to. If you want to comment here below, that would be great. What have you noticed that has worked? What have you noticed that hasn't worked? What have you noticed that has inspired you to contribute? What have you noticed that's a turnoff? Let me know what these things are. I want to, I think, just talk about it, one, to get it out of my head also, but that the word donation, I've had a reflection from a friend recently that said, donation means that it's free. And to me, of course, that's one of the red flags that comes up when I really look at if I'm going to be doing this, because ultimately 100% of my income is going to be coming from donation. So if donation means free and 100% of my income is from that, clearly you could see why that would raise a few red flags or stressors for myself. Now, I know that Spirit would not guide me in this direction in the way that it has if I was not completely, and if I am not completely divinely guided and supported. So with that, I am going to need and ask for all hands on deck. So if you are listening to this message now, some things that would be really helpful is sharing and inviting people into the group Happy Empowered Empaths, sharing this video, tagging your friends or family members that you think would benefit. If you have any experience with any sort of tech background and you're feeling that you would like to support or donate some of your time, I would love to have some support with YouTube. Anything in that way would be absolutely helpful. So if you have connections, you have ideas, you have resources, you have $10, you have $50, you have a friend that is willing to donate $1,000 as a benefactor. What I am asking is for contributions that are going to support me personally and also support the forward movement of the expansion and the distribution of the lessons that, like I said, I've been channeling for the last 4 years, and the classes and courses and meditations that I'm going to be continuing to create on the donation basis. Now, with that idea of donation in mind, that's why I'm choosing to use the term the empowered contribution. I want you to know that you are being empowered to contribute whatever you feel is fair and balanced. I have people in my Moon Club, which is $22 a month, and they're like, you know what, this is far beyond the value of the price that we are paying. And so tune in, relax, sit back, enjoy this with me. And then at the end, if you're feeling that you would like to contribute, please feel free to do so. And yes, if you can share this now, that would also be great. I see someone up here shared. So how I'm going to do this, oh, Jennifer, you just reminded me also, I am going to be doing empowered contribution ceremonies where the donations that come in, we're going to be blessing them publicly in our own virtual ceremonies, so that we can continue to get that flow working through all of us, so that we can bless what we are giving, bless what we are receiving, bless what we are donating, bless what we are receiving, and really bringing that into the full cycle of understanding the cycle of money and healing our relationship to the vibration of money. Because money is money. The vibration of money is money. I like to use that there's a parallel between love and money, that love is love. A lot of people have the judgments or hesitations or resistance or associations that love is pain, or love is this, or love is that. And same with money, that money is greed, or money is evil, or these things. But money is money and love is love. So when we tap into that, we're going to be doing those empowered contribution ceremonies so that we can bless and continue to move through in that way. So yes, I am about to get started on the readings. The way that I'm going to do this, for those of you that are new, is I'm going to just start tuning in, and as I'm going to close my eyes as I do the reading. As I open my eyes, I'm going to see the name and just intuitively bring my attention to where that line feels the most connected. So allowing my intuition, intribution, that's what I was thinking, that my intuition to connect in fully. Now remember, even if I do not say your name, I have to go get my external charger. You guys are just going to have to come with me because this is about to die. Okay, even if I don't say your name, just know that because you're here in this container, because you're here in this cycle, that my intuition is going to guide me to the channel that's going to be the most beneficial for all of us. So tune in, stay with it. All right, hang on. All right, grabbing my charger. Well, this is a sexy live, isn't it? You're like, damn, that's a good side of your face. I can see it. All right. Got my external charger. Now the sound is going to be a little bit more wonky because I have to plug in the charger versus the headphones, but it's not going to change the vibrational transmission. So with that, no worries. My apologies. When I plugged this in, it had more battery. Oh, I love how patient you all are. Thank you for staying in here with me on this one. All right. Here we going. Bam, bam. All right. Driver's seat. Make sure you have water with you. Drink plenty of water. Don't listen to this if you are driving. Highly suggest that is not a good idea because you are going to be feeling energy moving through your field and your space. So I'm going to go ahead and take a couple nice big deep breaths. If you are interested in a reading, go ahead and just post a couple emojis. I'm not going to do specific readings today, rather just call in what is going to be the highest and best guidance for all of us, connecting with the theme of connecting and clearing any insights that might be blocking you from fully embodying your highest self and bringing that conscious connection into closer alignment with your heart and soul. I do believe that your heart has the map of your soul's desires, your ultimate reason for being, and why you are here. Beautiful. All right, so all right, Neely and Pearl. I'm going to say hello to that. I'm going to read Neely first, tuning into your energy body there. All right, so Neely, the first image that I'm seeing the image of a woman wearing like a sports bra, a white kind of wife beater sort of tank top, black belts. I'm seeing large wide leg pants and like a chain, like a wallet chain. It's a very specific look, obviously, but the energy that I'm seeing there is, it's like destruction and protection at the same time. I'm seeing that there is a wall that's built up, and as that wall is built up in the idea of protection, or in the assumption that by creating this facade, this look, this image, that feeling of protection is going to keep people at bay. It's going to keep people away. So whether that is your style or the style of somebody that you know close to you, there is an association with this style, and like I said, specifically by means of protection. Now, with that idea or that means of protection, what I am also seeing is that there is like an aggressive, destructive force that is coming through that channel and in that way. Now, the destructive force and that idea of protection is really ultimately, let me just clear some of that. It looks like there's a line of the family insight. There's a line of the family information that's being broken down, and that it's being broken down at an evergreen or a forest green. Sometimes the vibration of color, the information in color, is going to help break things down. So what I'm seeing with this, it's like an overdevelopment of the toxic masculinity. And if you haven't heard that term before, just kind of flow with me for a second. This toxic masculinity, the overdevelopment of it, it annihilates any room for divine feminine to come through. It annihilates any room for that nurturing essence of light, of love. It's the tough love, suck it up, man up, grow some balls. It's like that vocabulary and that vernacular. And so as we're looking at this, there's that very tender nuance. There is a very tender nuance of the divine feminine that is asking for attention. Even that, as I am reading it, it's like it's so subtle, and it's so meek that it almost doesn't have a voice at the table. And I'm not even going to say almost, it's that it doesn't, yet there is that internal yearning for it. There's an internal yearning for the subtleties of love. There's an internal yearning for the subtleties of that maternal blessing, that maternal light, that maternal love. There we go. That softness is starting to come in, starting to feel a warm yellow energy melting and dissolving. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just keep breathing, allowing that energy to nurture yourself, nurture your soul, nurture your heart, nurture your being. And remember, even if I have not said your name, this is for you, allowing that matching frequency of that toxic masculinity, however it has been developed in your field and in your space. Part of the healing that I've been going through in the last 6 months has been dismantling my own manifestation, completely unconscious manifestation of my own toxic masculinity, of running my business in a very cold way, of doing my work in one way, but running my business in a cold and masculine way, thinking that if I wanted to be an entrepreneur, I had to play a boys game. And part of that was just run in a very cold manner of business is business. But no, business is not business when your heart is wide open. And there's a different way of running and nurturing that. So that has been part of the lessons, and also part of why I can identify this more clearly in your field as well, is that this innocence, this playfulness, this love, this nurturing, this guidance. And I love that the wind has just picked up a little bit where I am at. It's like that clearing and that cleansing of that breaking down of the densities of that masculine, that toxic masculine energy. Beautiful. Now what's coming up is to touch on the idea of the toxic feminine. We hear a lot of toxic masculine, but toxic feminine is not something that gets brought up often. And it's like overt or covert manipulation, covert shifting of words, covert shifting of ideas, covert trying to get somebody to believe something. And so it's not as aggressive, it's not as cold, but that undercurrent of the manipulation of the toxic feminine. This is not the divine feminine. This is the shadow aspects of. We live in a dualistic world, so we have the masculine and feminine. We're going to have the light and shadow attributes. So the toxic is a way of saying the extreme form of the shadow attributes as they manifest to cause pain or to cause hurt or to cause harm in the life of another person. Now, sometimes we create these patterns inside of ourselves in a very unconscious way. And so when this is happening unconsciously, they start to develop and we start to see ourselves by means in a different eyes. So when we are shifting in a new way and allowing that newness to come through and allowing those shadow attributes to be transmuted into light, we start to see the appreciation of our own fellow men and women, and we start to see that appreciation of our internal self. Beautiful. All right. Adeapo, Adebola, I am going to please ask you to remove yourself from this reading. I'm really not appreciating connecting with people as I'm doing this reading to pull them off and offer them readings in another way. So please remove yourself from this. Appreciate that very much, and appreciate offering the respect to this space as I have created it here. Thank you. All right, so taking a big deep breath, honoring the respect of nurturing boundaries in communication. Where in your world and where in your life have you recognized that your boundaries or your physical or energetic space has not felt respected by those around you. What has your initial reaction been? And what is it that you can do in this here and now moment I otakoia moia kia oa sua moia kua haaneaya. Yoanaya oa kua aneaya wa oa ua puania oa oa. Ia 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 I oa onaya ikitia wa oa ya neya. Io moanaya akea akea ia. Opening that space inside of your heart to offer forgiveness, compassion to yourself first, for not speaking up for yourself when you had the opportunity to do so. And for choosing now to powerfully be your strongest ally. The one that is going to create a container of support for yourself and is going to nurture the path of your greatest alignment. That is going to offer you the respect, compassion, and forgiveness by those around you and by those who enter your space. To offer healing and attunement to those closest to you, for those you feel have wronged you, and for those you may have wronged. Breathing into the light of the illumination of your own heart. And recognize and know that you can shift the attention of your own energy and as we acknowledge leaks in our own space where we can plug them up, step into the highest form of your divine creation. Let's just go ahead and take a moment to feel into the energy of the space. Beautiful. All right, Neely, so seeing you've been told this before, I need to shift more into the feminine. Beautiful. Thank you for those in the chat that were supporting. It's always fun to see. Always fun to see for myself. I've gone ahead. Facebook allows me to block and remove users, so that's what I have gone ahead and done. And I'm really just going to use this as a teachable moment because this is part of the fear, I would say, that comes in with the desire to open completely. So if I'm going to open my offerings, if I'm going to open my lessons and my archives, then what I'm doing is I'm allowing myself to be open by means of allowing anybody in. Now, what I have seen for myself, and part of the messages that have come in through me or for me, is that by doing it in this way, it's going to offer me more of a chance to truly stay in my own integrity, right? That what we put into the world is what comes back to us. So I can take responsibility for what just happened in the feed, in the chat. I don't know if you can see it. It looks like it's blurred out for me. But with that, it's a beautiful opportunity. And especially, like I said, for everybody that's here, we're all here for a reason. So when and where have we tried to take advantage of circumstances or situations or people around us? When have we known that we have been taking, instead of contributing, where have we known that we have been taking advantage? You know when it is that it's your opportunity to be able to receive, and you know the energy in your field when you are in a space of taking advantage, right? Or when you're in a space of feeling jealous, or when you're in a space of feeling envious, or when you're in that space, right? So this is what we are fine-tuning. These are these little subtle nuances, and it is by no blame, shame, guilt, or punishment that we have been taught or trained these. Some of these things or circumstances or situations these are all learned behaviors. All of it is learned. So we have witnessed, we have watched, and then we have chosen to embody. So with what just happened here, right? It was an opportunity for me to speak to my boundaries, because that is something that I'm 32 years old, and that has been one of my biggest challenges, is learning boundaries. When a no is a no. When a no is a no, it's really important to say so. So I have been learning how to have boundaries, and I have been learning how to communicate boundaries. Have I also had patterns of entitlement? Absolutely. Have I also had patterns of privilege? And the entitlement is the feeling that taking advantage is a right of my own. So these are the patterns and the attributes that we have the opportunity to integrate to our fullest. And that is what I'm being shown that I am being asked to do, is to really integrate these behavior qualities and choice points of my own to fine tune into my highest vibrational potential. Beautiful. So, with that being said, let's carry on with the readings. Was this beneficial to you guys to turn this into a teachable moment? As we're doing the teachable moment, remember, you are in an energetic container with me. So as I am transmuting these frequencies in my own space, as I am showing you, and we're going to continue to move some energy here in the next few minutes, as we continue to do this, you're going to be cycling through energy. You're going to be recognizing and feeling into your own flow. And so for those of you who are just joining, this is our very first reading of doing empowered contributions, meaning that you have the opportunity to contribute by clicking the link in the description. Go ahead and tap into it. Oh my gosh, Jennifer, I love that reflection. A great example of the distorted masculine. I just recently had a conversation with a gentleman yesterday because he started reading me without asking. And I felt that it was an intrusion in my space, and I had to communicate that to him in a way that I think we as women, we know what it feels like to be intruded upon, and so we're not as likely to intrude. Not to say that women don't, but that is part of our training. Like, men are taught to go out and get it and take advantage. Go get it. Life's not fair. Take advantage of it. Like, how many times have you heard that? But anyway, yes, the distorted masculine. So as we're coming in, it's a beautiful thing. All right, so Beautiful. Katie, I do see you connecting. I do see you asking for Granny, and what I am going to ask is to just take a bit of a step back, find that alignment in for yourself as you are in this channel and as you are in this space. Your intuition is going to be heightened. Your channels are going to be clearer. And this goes for everybody here too. I'm specifically speaking to Katie right now. Yes, Katie, this is the message for you. The anxiousness or grabbing on, that I don't have enough or it isn't there for me, that feeling is coming from a place of lack. And that place of lack is going to be an empty hole until you recognize within yourself that you can fill it. Beautiful. There you go. Do you feel that shift in your own power? That you can be in this space, that I am here as a space holder and I am here as a guide. It is my intention to powerfully empower you to recognize where your power lies and to not give your power even to me. I am asking for contribution and support, absolutely. And I am also asking for each and every person that is in this container that is receiving this message today to powerfully stand in your power of insight and guidance and awareness and presence. To stay in that field with and for you. The world is asking us to fine-tune our frequencies in a powerful way. It's very easy to get stuck in the fear and chaos that is just in abundance on this planet right now. And to that we say no. We are learning to fill ourselves up and to take powerful responsibility to filling ourselves up. Your intuitive guidance comes from a direct connection from your intuition to your heart and to your clean mind and body. By clean and clear mind and body, I mean eliminating drugs, eliminating alcohol, eliminating as much technology as you absolutely possibly can, and getting clear with your intention of how you are choosing to hold your composition, your energetic composition of self. Now, what I also know in these readings and in these containers such as this is global. This is out of my control. This means anybody can pop into this space. And what I have learned from doing years, I've almost been doing this for 10 years now. It's weird to say that. I'm 32. I started at 22, started young, almost 10 years I've been doing this. And this is what I've learned about the group container, is that the group container can elevate to the frequencies of such that the person vibrating at the lowest frequency keeps that span. I don't know if I just made up a word, but it keeps that span of the vibrational capacities of where we can go. So what I am going to do, and my intention and promise to you, is instead of dipping into lower frequencies in some cases, and I mean this with complete respect, but instead of meeting somebody where they are at, what I am going to do is gently do what I can to temper all of us into higher frequencies of awareness. To continue to temper us into higher frequencies of awareness. I'm going to say this again, to continue tempering us into higher frequencies of awareness. So those of you that are on here now, you're getting it. For those of you that are feeling the ascension happening, you're getting it. For those of you that are feeling the shift in your energy field, for some it will be very subtle, for some it will be very powerful. For all of this, this is going to be a turning point of your emotional connection to how you are interacting with the world right now as it be, because you are realigning with your divine power source. That divine power source for yourself is your golden compass. And I will continue to be here to offering these connections in these space like this to continue to help all of us temper into new frequencies and new heights. That is my promise to you, that you can always come here and find a safe haven, going to allow you to let go of the armor, that is going to allow you and support you to let go of the densities, that is going to allow you to open your heart enough to forgive, to let go of the bitterness, to let go of the resentment, to envision. Let's just go ahead and take a moment to envision, where is that one stuck point? Who is that one person that you still have that comes to your mind where that sticky point is, and you say, I will not forgive them? Bring them into your awareness now. Go ahead and powerfully see them standing in front of you. See them and their highest expression of their divine potential. As you stand before them in the manifestation, in the soft, nurturing, and gentle power of your divine feminine. And as you see them, and as you make this connection, allow the vibration of unconditional forgiveness completely flow through your entire body, completely flow through your entire being. Begin to emanate your entire soul and build that heart-to-heart golden bridge of light as you recognize that the parts of yourself that are unwilling to forgive this particular person are the exact parts of yourself that have a mirrored reflection within them and their behavior. I invite you in this moment to hold and nurture your heart space as you connect to them. And bring that connection of divine illumination into your heart space, into your heart center. Iyo oko de awa, mua pupuni aha, iki awa, sianiki awa, akuana iawa, mopua akia tiawa wo o akadea ya ia ia okua ia ni awa, oa pupuani awa, yasiake deawa wa opa ya ne ekawa, Yokua te te awa siaki awa poponi awa apuani awa yaki awa popuani awa awa kaya ni awa siaki kia nia Iowa poputi awa kaya te awa oa popuani awa Yomu a puake atia ua kaya nia aya Ua papaya ni awa oa ya kia te awa Yo pupuani oa kakayani a haa oa pupuani a oa siakitea wa yo mua ia oa papa ia nea kia wa sakaya haa moa. And big sigh, big deep breath, filling your lungs all the way, and take a nice big sigh out. Wiggle, letting yourself regenerate. You are healing yourself on a vibrational cellular level. Good job. Thanks for showing up to this divine and unannounced appointment. You're doing a fabulous job. Now, to complete this cycle with that bridge, that golden bridge of connection that you have to that human being that is sitting in front of you, I encourage you to allow them to walk across that golden bridge and into the space inside of your heart that will transmute any sticky, any stuck, any judgment, any jealousy, any envy, anything that is a shadow attribute of the reason you have not yet been able to forgive. Opening your heart to the integration and the ultimate and final release. Reminding yourself that forgiveness is the ending of the tug of war. Forgiveness is a vibration that says, I let you off. Forgiveness is the agreement that says, I let you off. I no longer believe that you owe me anything, and I no longer believe that I owe you anything. This does not mean that you have to physically welcome this person back into your life. If this person is a key player in your life and you see them often, you will notice a shift in the dynamic of the relationship when you choose to let go. And remembering what we just learned as well of boundaries and saying no, that it is up to you to shift the dynamic if it is in any way not serving you. Yoko atiawa, siawa pupunia akayania ha'a, wa ya kiateawa ya muiki atiawa. Sianiawa pua ha'ania kiawa sukua ikiteawa wa muia wa puaya e tiawa wa papotia wa kaya ha'a wa ya neawa sikiawa pupua ha'aya. The divine beauty in love, my friends. Yes. For those of you that are feeling this, checking in, noticing, feeling, oh, maybe that bridge, maybe that person wasn't able to walk across the bridge. This is going to be posted to the page, so you can come back and listen to it as many times as you feel you need to until you get there. You're doing a fabulous job. There's a part of your spirit that encouraged you to wake up or to stay up or whatever your time zone is for this now, and I want to really, truly commend you for being here. All right, I love, we're seeing feeling some tickling. That is a beautiful sign. Feeling some tingling. Aura is the shape of the heart. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, love that. All right. Beautiful. Pearl, yes, let it in. Let yourself ascend. And again, reminding this is an empowered contribution. I don't have to contribute right now because as we know, that energy is moving, that energy is shifting. We've got quite the flow, quite the steady flow. So for those of you that are just popping on, welcome, feel into it. Beautiful. This is permanent work, my friends. The key to making this permanent is by also recognizing your choices and making choices that are aligned with your highest and best. If you know that you are engaging in choices that are continuing to bring you down or lower your frequency, now is your opportunity, now is your time to shift and rearrange. Shift those behavior traits and patterns to be in your highest alignment with you and yourself. We need to clean and tidy. We must clean and tidy. All spaces of our life, our personality, our energy, our choices. Beautiful. Oh, all right, Miss Priscilla, I'm going to tune into your energy here. This is going to be our final reading. And remember, even if I didn't say your name, this is for you. Stay in this container. If you are hearing these words right now, we're going to have one more final push through. So I encourage you to open yourself up to receiving now that we have built the bridge of trust and you know what this is about. Go ahead and open your heart, open your palms to receiving as much of this vibrational upgrade that you can. Bringing yourself into the heightened state of illuminated awareness and intention of your divine prowess, your divine encapsulation, knowing that the radiance of your energetic frequencies be illuminated in their highest form and to allow this upgrade to be time released so that you will feel it over the course of the next 4 days, to which that link will always be there. Wink, wink. Beautiful. All right, Miss Priscilla, let's tune into your field. Powerful, powerful images. All right, the first thing that I'm seeing is I'm seeing you standing before me with a cannon, almost like a cannon ball that just barreled into your solar plexus. This looks like it was a cannonball that a man has thrown to you. I'm gonna ask if it's past life or present, and I'm getting both. So what that means is that looks like that you are playing out a past life repeat of karma that was unforgiven, essentially. When you forgive, you pull yourself off of the wheel of karmic debt, meaning you owe someone in one lifetime and it carries on because the unfinished business was never resolved and never solved. This is the path of alignment and ascension, is that we ameliorate, we make more tolerable these agreements that have happened in the past so that we do not have, we actually get ahead of them so that we do not have to play out the wheel of karmic debt in this lifetime. We have lessons, yes, but the wheel of karmic debt is not what it once was. So that's what I'm seeing is happening here, is that you have this shot to the solar plexus. What that's going to manifest and look like is it's going to manifest in your life as your inability to make decisions for yourself. It is a power and control dynamic that is going to make you feel fatigued. It's going to make you feel tired. It can manifest as hormone imbalances. I'm asking if you are anemic or have an iron deficiency, and it looks like not so much. Could you get a little bit more leafy greens in your diet? Yes. A little bit more fiber in your diet? Yes. What I am seeing with this, though, that's really important, and I'm seeing to eliminate rice and some other grains that you know make your stomach upset. Just don't eat them. Okay, the leafy greens, the iron, that, yes, absolutely important. Okay. Now, this power control dynamic, this particular, beautiful. As I'm speaking to this, I already see you pushing that out and saying no. No, we say yes to no right now. That's what we're saying yes to. For everyone that is here in this connection, in this container, we are learning our no. That there is so much to learn in this space right now about that. We are learning our no. So when you recognize that there's a power dynamic going on, when you don't feel like you can make your own decisions, or you feel that you have to check in with somebody else before you make your own decisions, whether that be in a relationship, it's most specifically in like husband and wife, sometimes mother or parent-child dynamics. Most specifically, I see this in husband and wife. It is very important that when we recognize codependent patterns like this, meaning you can't feel one way without the other person feeling another, or vice versa. If you make a choice on your own, it's going to make the other person feel a certain sort of way. That is not supporting your autonomy, and it is not supporting your independence. Now, what this does is it blocks both of you from being able to grow into your own highest potential and divine purpose and path. So, Priscilla, what I was seeing is that you already were pushing that out, that you already were saying, no, I'm stepping forward powerfully for myself. I'm saying yes to myself. I'm saying yes to my decisions. When you start doing this, you will notice your energetic, like the energy that you have throughout your day is going to start to amplify. You're not going to be as fatigued. You're going to have more energy. You're going to want to do more things. You're going to want to hang out with more people. You're going to want to call the people that you've forgotten about. You're going to want to reconnect with old friends. All of this is going to powerfully serve you into the next step. And as you recognize that you are being powerfully served in the next step, you're going to recognize that you have done that for yourself. And so when you recognize that you have done that for yourself, it's going to powerfully change everything else. It's going to powerfully shift so many other dynamics that you are interacting with across the board. So what we're going to do here is we are going to do a bit of a meditation. And like I said, everybody that's in this container, everybody that is here, you're here for a reason. We know this. And as you are here, for those of you asking for another reading, I'm done doing the individual readings for this time, but I'm going to encourage you, like I said, to stay on, receive this upgrade. Receive this upgrade, because we are about to ameliorate, that word just keeps coming through. We are going to neutralize wheels of karma. Ta-da! All right, the more fun we can make it, the easier it is. I promise you that. How many of you, type in the chat or the comments, how many of you are feeling the heightened energy right now? How many of you are feeling yourself in that container, whether it be through subtle tingles, subtle movements, you're feeling more energized, you're feeling more lively, you're feeling like there's more stuff here for you, that there is a generous movement of your own creativity, that there's a generous movement of your own intelligence. It's bringing you back into powerful connection to your own inner knowing. Like I said, this is going to be a pivot point for all of us. This is going to be a moment that changes and breaks dynamics that have not been serving you across the board. So here we go. We're going to do this karmic shift. Breathing in, grounding yourself in, connecting root chakra all the way down to the center of the planet. Beautiful. Now what we're going to do and see is that there is a golden ball of illuminated light in the center of this container. And as we see this golden ball of illuminated light, allow yourself to connect in with that ball and let go of and release the lowest of the frequencies in your body. That's what we're going to say. We're just going to start with the lowest of frequencies in your body. We're going to start with the lowest frequencies in your energetic form. And we're going to start with the lowest of frequencies in your dream space, your astral body. And allow that golden ball of illuminated light to keep surging, keep charging. It's circulating using the pull of centrifugal force, allowing that to just continue spinning and pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling. Whatever else you can let go of, whatever else you are deleting, whatever else, the loops that you are closing, the agreements that are signed, sealed, delivered, completed, done, whatever we can speed up, also go ahead and ask for that. I'm going to ask that your Akashic Records keeper come and be with you in this moment. This is a guide that has been assigned to you to help you access your Hall of Akashic Records. This is a space where your soul has documented every thought, feeling, belief through any past lives, through present life, and future lifetimes. What we're doing is we are bringing the uploaded information of what it is that is necessary for you to move forward in a powerful way. We're going to bring that into your world and into your light right now. Go ahead and take a nice big deep breath and release your connection with that ball of golden light in the center. One more push to just release any and all that is being released. Now as we take a nice big deep breath, receiving the upgrades that are here for you. Wow, you can really dance. I know it sounds silly to say that, but as much as you can laugh right now, let yourself laugh. Laughing is a very high vibration. It allows all of these upgrades and uploads to come through as easily and simply and blissfully and beautifully and smoothly as possible. So let that come in. Big deep breath, sighing as you release. Wiggle, 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 shake it out, 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 shake it out. Yutke yawa, siawa pupuni yawa, ake yawa, yane yawo, haya, yakuani yapua sia, wa, kaya nehi iwa, pua ni ya, owa, kaya nehi iwa, moya pupua ni yawa, kaya ni yawa, sia, kaya, siawa, ani yawa, pupoya, iwa, Yatia wa ni o pua ikia ni ya hua sikia wa tia anawaya ikua pua ya kini ya siani ya wa okani ya kia te ya yo pua ni kia wa sia kuwa ite ya aya umuya poponi kia wa suwa pupua ya aya ikua sia tia pu haya na ya popoya. Whew, that's a big one. We doing some work today, my friends. All right. Big deep breath. Big deep breath. Shake it out. Move your body. Move your body as much as you feel you need to. If you're sitting and you feel you need to stand, stand. Shake it out. Shake your legs. Stretch. Take a nice big gulp of water. Nice big gulp of water. Beautiful. All right. As I try to wiggle myself out of this chair and sealing the energy of this container. We're going to take a couple of minutes, feel into it. We're not just going to jump off immediately. Really want you to take your time to integrate this upgrade. This has been a really big one. So whether you've been here for 5 minutes or you've been here for the whole time, really powerful. Congratulations. You heard the call, you jumped onto Facebook, you didn't know what to expect, and now you've received. And you've received in a really powerful way. Beautiful. So, as we continue to close this out, taking another few minutes, I'm going to bring you over to the ocean because I am just right by it. So we're going to do a little bit of a closing prayer. All right, and for those of you that are able to tune into that link, like looking over here, this is, when I look this way, that's me looking at me. When I look over here, this is me looking at you. So for those of you that can see that description, go ahead and donate. We say donate, but I really want this to be an empowered contribution. Please allow yourself to give as I allow myself to open and learn what it really means to receive in this powerful way as I shift from having a business. For me, the mindset shift is in being an artist and creating offerings, and these offerings that help people to ascend through these vibrational readings, recordings, meditations, and such. So please do feel free to share this with as many people as you'd like. Please donate as much or as little as you'd like. All hands on deck. All support is received in a big, giant space of gratitude. And so here I am on Bali, in Indonesia, wanting to share a little bit of the ocean with you. I've moved around quite a bit, and this is my new temporary home for the time being. Life is so uncertain lately. It's been so interesting, right? So interesting. Wow, it's really bright out here. How are we feeling? A little bit more grounded, a little bit more in our bodies. Beautiful pearl, big square cleansing went through the center of your body. The spirit, I don't know what NWT is, but I will say yes to that. Beautiful. Hi, Liz. Hi, Cherie. So glad you're here. Sandra, thanks for being full experience. Tori, welcome. Neely, jittery is good. Let that move through. Continue to drink water if you need to stretch. Go for a run, whatever you feel like you need to do. Beautiful. Jennifer, yes, sleeping right after these can sometimes be a bit exciting. You might notice you wake up a couple times, and if you wake up in the middle of the night, know that that is your guides coming in to say hi. Samantha, welcome. Priscilla, yes. Tingles, beautiful. All right, my loves, thank you all for showing up. As I mentioned, this is the very, very first one. This is the breaking of the shell, the stomping of the glass, mazel tov, you know what I mean? Getting that new energy flowing and cycling. So thank you for being here with me. I think it's always a powerful experience to be a part of the first of anything. And so you have been here with and for that. As I mentioned, I'm going to start to consolidate. So I am only going to have Happy Empowered Empaths. I'm going to change the name of that, and then this here to be doing the live readings. So you can also find me on YouTube. You can also account, blah, blah, up to the 10,000 so I can start marketing and pushing that in any way. So with that, my sweet and loving friends, thank you for spending this time with me today. I absolutely love you. And going back to where I was before, coming full circle, connecting back with the internet. plugging the device back in. All right, my loves. You'll be able to find this recording here. I'm going to leave it here. I'll probably also post it on YouTube. So, I love you, I acknowledge you, I see you, I welcome your support and the gifts that you have to give and the balance of receiving and giving. I love you, I appreciate you, I see you, I am you. And as we go forth, may we integrate the healing and the lessons received with courage, self-love, and compassion. Our session here is complete. All right. Ciao, my friends.